morning, welcome to the first BSI Standards Forum of 2018. It's great to see so many of you here. Our role as the national standards body has never been more important. We are more active in more conversations now than we have ever been. That's a really exciting place to be. It's a testament to your work across the space of standards development and maintenance.
This forum's really attracted a huge diversity of people and a great number, and I think there are so many things going on that are really raising the profile of standards today. And so people are very stimulated to come and find out what's happening in the standards world and how we're going to try and accommodate that in future.
It's a very, very important event for BSI, and we want to take the opportunity to bring together both the standards makers and the standards users to have a real debate about the role of standards, but on a much wider scale, and bringing people from across all kinds of industries and noticing how interconnected things are really brings the level of discussion and debate to a very different place and is really useful for all parties involved.
Our industries have to be competitive, our countries productive, our people enterprising if we are to succeed in the years and decades to come.
We heard from British Chambers of Commerce, Adam Marshall, about the role that standards play to support business. We heard about the role that standards play to support consumers. We had Amanda Long from the Consumers International here. But also we were talking to technologists from AI to drones and also on the environmental side. So we heard some fantastic contrasting views about the different ways that standards can support these new technologies.
We're all in a situation now where we're having to face equal responsibility and actually consumers needing to be more informed, getting the right information and knowing the right ways to behave.
What we are trying to do is trying to engage with next generation of experts to get them involved in standards and show how beneficial standards can be to them and how they can engage with that and feed some of their expertise into it.
Finding out about stuff that I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to find out about, but getting to know people and hearing about things which are going on in the same kind of industries, but across standardisation committees is really interesting.
People have talked about the time it takes to develop standards, so that's something that we want to help to enlighten people and say it doesn't have to take a long time. It really depends on the topics you're covering and the working groups that you put together.
I've found out some really interesting things about some areas really aren't standardised, and I had kind of assumed that absolutely everything was covered by a standard.
The whole BSI Forum is a fantastic conduit for cross-fertilisation of ideas, standards and networking, and that we can all learn from one another and work together as a team.
I think our keynote speakers and the panellists have been absolutely marvellous, and they've really raised the quality and level of debate, and people are really interested in the broader aspects of the role of standards in the economy and the new and emerging technologies and the risks that we're trying to tackle.
If you've never been to a forum before, the feedback from our participants is always overwhelmingly positive, and they highlight such things as unique networking opportunities and access to such amazing experts in our speakers.